All right, everybody, here we are, Schmolke Investment Team Practice Report. What is it, March 22nd?
It is.
And big one out here today. Beautiful weather. Of course, everything's going on. LSU women's basketball tonight. LSU baseball team with a really, really great win last night in Austin. Transfer portal opens up Monday for men's basketball and everybody else. And but we had a pretty nice day today. We got to see a lot of action. Got to see the entire practice. I tell you what, you know who my standout is Chris Hilton Jr. He continues to really just shine, and you watch what he's doing now. You look back to what he did at the end of last season, and you just think about. I really believe they would have had one or two more wins had he been healthy all last season. Always needed that deep threat, but he's doing amazing things out there, and it looks fantastic. All right, buddy, give us your thoughts.
Good afternoon, everybody. Another Saturday afternoon. Hey, by the way, not only do we have all of the aforementioned sports, but don't forget softball today at Georgia. They took game 1 5-3. Gymnastics tonight, LSU, Oklahoma, Florida, Missouri, 7 o'clock in the night session. And as we said, late night at the PMAC, 9:15. Let's get right into it, Mike. Beautiful weather. Chamber of Commerce Day, got a little wind blowing. And I'm going to start off by talking about Josh Thompson. He is back on the team. He came over from Northwestern. And did you see already as a second team right tackle? Now, Weston Davis has done a fantastic job. Mike asked about DJ Chester and Braylon Moore. That is still very much a battle. Cohen Eccles, we hadn't mentioned Cohen Eccles enough. He's been running with the ones at right guard all year long. On the left side, you get a combination of Tyree Adams, and obviously there's a lot of emphasis on that offensive line. Is it going to be Mubinga? Are you going to move Chester to left guard when Braylon Moore starts? So a lot of work. He talked about the defensive tackle room and defensive line room. And my two Manda tidbits, spicy tidbits, number 22, Joel Rogers getting appreciably more work at safety because Tamarcus Cooley was out today with an injury. But I got to tell you, folks, we're not jumping the gun, but Harlan Berry is like the Jeffersons. He's moving on up, and I'd say right now, if there's a game, now he's not big enough to pass protect, but I got to tell you, he is going leaps and bounds. And look, he looks good, but Caden Durham, I'm going to continue to say, over 1,000 yards rushing, no doubt about it. For me, predicting that if he stays healthy.
Yeah, Harlan Berry obviously is he's a no-brainer. Anybody that was questioning St. Martin's and the level of play, he's obviously a guy who shines every practice. And of course, BK in his presser just now said that John Emery, they support him, but they're full up in the running back room. They've got what they need there. So we'll see what John Emery does with that magical 7th year of eligibility. We'll still wait to see what happens with Trey Holly in the summer. JT Lindsay will show up in June. Huge day of recruits on campus. One of the first guys we noticed this morning was Colton Nussmeier shadowing Joe Sloan and watching his brother and the other quarterbacks. It's up in the air. Where does he end up? Rumors of reclassifying the class of 2026. But he was there. A lot of other quarterbacks, been coming in and out throughout the spring and more on the way. We also got news today that the spring scrimmage, the day formerly known as the spring game, that will not be the last work for this LSU football team. They're going to have several practices the week following, and we are going to have access to that. So we extend or move around our dates, so to speak, where this is going to go further into April than we thought, which is fine. I will say this, going back to the quarterback spot. I don't know if you've seen it, buddy, but have you had any ooh and ah moments with Michael Van Buren? And maybe Juwan Johnson is going to make more of a competition of it than we think he is. I still see some inaccurate throws from Van Buren, and we know what he can do with his legs, but I don't know that he's done a whole lot that's so far that I'm like, well, any wow moments, I guess I should rephrase. Have you seen any wow moments from him?
No, and look, folks, you're going to hear this and you're going to say that's probably predictable, but they still have to work on playing pitch and catch inside their red zone. A lot of good coverage. Hilton's catching everything in sight. Aaron Anderson and Xavier Thomas are there. 0, 1, and 3. Your starting wide receivers. Everybody's sleeping on Kyle Parker. He's just a solid receiver. He's not the sexiest guy. Barian Brown is a burner. Nick Anderson coming back. He's not 100%. He's still guilty. You like Destin Hill. He's doing great things.
Bauer Sharp today.
And Bauer Sharp, you're going to see a lot of 12 personnel. You're going to see 14 and 10 on the field at the same time. Look, we don't want to get away secrets, but I will tell you
they're
this.
doing some unique things with Bauer Sharp that I love.
And they're doing a lot of things with the tight end. Tight end is going to be appreciably more important to this LSU offense. Of course, we talk about the big uglies because you and me and Glenn Gobo and everybody talking about that. It's the most important unit once again going in. You're replacing 4 starters. The pieces are there, but how long will it take to gel? The guys like Braylon Moore probably need another 5 pounds of muscle, but a work in progress. We also, when you watch the tape, asked him about special teams. But overall, I'm giving my practices of the day to Joel Rogers and Harlem Berry. 22, our Amanda Spicy Tidbit players of the day out here on a Saturday.
There you go. And, of course, y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. We're brought to you by Barton Bryant Schmolke over at the Schmolke Investment Team. And so, hey, are you tired of watching your money sit idle? It's time to get off your couch or your assets and start investing. Every moment you wait could be a missed opportunity to manage your wealth. At the Schmolke Investment Team, our financial advisors are ready to kickstart your investment journey. Whether you're a new investor or looking to expand your portfolio, they've got the expertise to guide you every step of the way. Stop procrastinating. Don't let fear hold you back. Take action now and help safeguard your financial future. Give them a call at 318-448-3201 or visit www.schmolketeam.com or go by their office at 128 Versailles Boulevard in Alexandria for a free initial consultation. Your future's in your hands. Let's make it happen. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA/SIPC. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss.
A lot of volatility in the market. You know, when you start to lose thousands of dollars, you call up Bart and his son and you say, hey, look, did we get the floor? What's happening? What impact are the tariffs having on the market? Those are the kind of things that you're going to call those guys. They do it with great integrity, great communication skills. But the P word, patience and poise, they do it for you. That's why they're so successful, and we appreciate them sponsoring these reports.
Absolutely. Going back to Harlem Berry, he was had couple of steps on DJ Pickett on a deep ball, and DJ Pickett made up ground and knocked that ball away. That was a really nice one-on-one that we saw early on. Again, I mentioned Bauer Sharp, Teron Francis, Billiot with a couple of near drops. Nice to see old Coach Sam Nader out there today observing practice. And again, I go back to Chris Hilton watching Mr. Kern out there versus C.J. Jackson on the edge on the other side. A lot of one-on-ones that were going on the opposite field that we were all squinting to get a look at. But there was early on in practice, the offensive linemen were coming at us, and that group just looked so huge. And just the fact that you've got so many scholarship players on that offensive line room. I mean, it wasn't too long ago where you had single-digit offensive linemen, and now you've got well over a dozen. And that room is as healthy as it's ever been.
Look, Josh Thompson, by the way, was at right tackle. And Ori Williams, big number 77, logging some times at left guard. You know Mubinga's there. And I really think they're trying to get too deep across the board. I want to tell you a little bit about the defensive line. And I know he was asked specifically about it. But Blake Baker and Kevin Peoples are happy as a pig in slop. They're going to have some guys that pin their ears back. Pyburn only had 1 sack in Florida, but Kevin Peoples is working on him. Patrick Payton, you're going to see number 6 probably on every third down. Jabari Butler's doing some big things on 12. They are huge at D-line. And D-end, Gabriel Relaford, we haven't given the shout-outs to him, but 19 is a freak of an athlete. I think that defensive line is going to be better. Cornerback Monsieur Delane, obviously DJ Pickett. We know about Ashton Stamps and Jakeem Jackson, but the little guys, 11 and 21. P.J. Woodland, seen a little bit of him. We talked about Michael last time. Safety, I think, is still a concern. How well can Javian Toviano cover? We didn't get a chance to hear an update on TaMarcus Cooley and his injury, but defense is coming around, and if you can block for Nuss to keep him standing up vertical and open up the holes, all you need is a little bit of a hole. We hadn't mentioned Caleb Jackson because you know what? We've been embarrassed. We brought him up countless times. I verified it. He's yet to score last year as a receiver or a runner. So I'd say right now, to me, 29 and 22. The problem with you having 22 on passing, he's not big enough to pass protect. So we'll see if they get a running back in the portal or if JT Lindsay can come in here. Trey Holly, as you alluded to, unpredictable. But a great day out here. They're getting better, not much injuries. And all we can tell you is that they're starting to look more and more like a team that understands what's in front of them this year. Oh, by the way, a little tidbit, Nuss's brother looks a little taller than him, maybe about an inch or so.
No, he's no more than an inch.
An inch or so, so he's probably
He might be 3 inches now.
He might be 6'3". But here's the importance of this, folks. You just had Tristan Keys commit. You're trying to get Boobie Feaster. You're trying to get Jabari Mack. You got to have somebody that's talking to them. So don't be surprised if they get some quarterback to have a reclassified for the 26. They're looking at 4 right now for 27. One of those guys comes early, he'll get a shot to be in this class in 26.
Yeah. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the practice report. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Brian Kelly press conference also on the channel. Shot 4K 60, a lot of practice footage from this morning as well. You'll have that up on our YouTube channel. And, of course, all of our coverage for LSU baseball, LSU women's basketball in the tournament, and much more right here on LSU Tigers on TigerBait. Then go over to tigerbait.com. Got a lot of recruiting updates, dropping tidbits on our message board. Go subscribe there for $1. I think you'll enjoy the website. And as I always tell y'all, choose the annual package over the monthly. You'll basically get 3 months free when you do that. And you'll get our newsletters, our text alerts for breaking news, and much more at tigerbait.com. Anything you want to add on the way out?
Enjoy the weekend, folks. Gymnastics tonight, baseball tonight, women's basketball tonight, softball as we speak. March Madness. Great time to be a Tiger fan. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend.
All right, everybody. See you next time.